What's poppin', crackin', everybody? Hey, what's up, everyone? So Chris opened his mic late, so that's why
I'm
we
sorry.
were not
I
on
just
sync.
couldn't time it.
But hey,
I
the
couldn't
bells
time
are
it.
always here, man. The bells are always as beautiful as it can get. How's everyone doing, really?
It's a new month.
It's a new month, yes. it is
Chilling. It's
September.
actually September's pretty sunny.
Wait. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because last week was 31st.
Yes.
Right, I got it. Yeah, so it is a new month. I thought we had fuel night on September last week. So it is a new month. How's
Yes,
that?
a
What's
new
up,
month.
everyone? All right, we are so sorry we're not able to stream on Facebook, but on YouTube we are up. All right, we are up on YouTube.
yes.
So hey, it's always a good thing to be here. It's a good thing to be back.
Yep.
I thought you were on a hoodie. Yes, Christian is on a hoodie. I'm not on.
I am on a hoodie,
I'm not on a hoodie.
as usual.
Yeah, Chris, it is chill here. Really,
Yeah, it's
I kind of.
Chill when the fan is.
Yeah, with the fans beside you guys.
Since we-
I kind of. No, it's alright. I'm okay with it. You wanna keep it on?
Yeah,
Or
it's
you wanna-
fine with me.
Alright, okay.
It's a perfect.
Yeah. So, it is September.
Mhm.
Alright, it is September. And September is a beautiful month. Oh, we're gonna have something special this September.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Have I told you yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So we have something spicy, you know?
Okay, I have a question.
Huh?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is it so special?
Oh,
I'm not.
we're gonna have to dress up for that
Oh,
occasion.
All right.
Yeah. We have something spicy. All right, we have something spicy coming up for everyone. For everyone, really. Yes, but before anything else, we're gonna take the time to say hi and wait for others to come. All right. A good 10 minutes would do before we actually go on and hop into the discussion board for
Yes.
tonight.
And
Discussion
we would
board.
also like to inform for those people who about the giveaway. It's
Yes.
extended, so
Okay.
please do
Christian,
keep
give us
sharing.
the updates on the giveaway.
So we will be extending the giveaway. So so to give more people time, and so please do share, like and subscribe to YouTube and Facebook
Facebook,
and Instagram.
yeah.
If you do those, if you did click the link that's in our Facebook page, it
Uh-huh.
will direct you to our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And, you logging in or like just visiting the page itself, it's fine. It'll count as
Yes.
an entry.
Uh-huh.
We're not really forcing you to subscribe
Yes.
or like, but it's
alright,
fine.
But you getting to see. I
But
mean,
as long-
once you're already there,
Yeah,
might as well.
Yeah, if you're
Right.
already there, might as well follow,
Might as
like,
well.
and subscribe.
Yeah.
But hey, just visiting itself is already an entry be it,
Uh-huh.
from the link that we gave.
Yes, sir.
And you can just watch even just one episode of any episode of the Love Dare series, alright?
Mhm.
So anything that you've learned from that episode, you can post it online, tag us with the hashtag Love Dare and
Yeah.
hashtag POFE.
There we go.
Oh wait, POF. Hashtag shift happens. Hashtag Love Dare. Yes.
Yes, sir. There we go.
So-
Thank you, Christian, for the updates. That one's beautiful, right? It is, it's actually the last 2 months, right, which was July and August. That topic was insane, really.
Yeah, honestly.
Love There was insane. I hope it did. Right?
Mhm.
I hope it did help a lot of the youngsters out there, younger people. Even the older one, if you were watching in this and you're older than both of us,
Yeah.
we're practically the same age.
Mhm.
And if you're older than us and you're watching, all right, yeah, I hope you guys got something from there because
Yeah.
I think it works in a big way, all right, that people don't know of. I think understanding how to receive and to give the affection that someone else gives you it goes a long way.
Mhm.
It goes a long way. Being able to understanding how to reciprocate, right, that love to someone. It's a good thing. It's not only to it's not only to your significant other or anything.
The animal.
Yeah, it could be to anyone really. To your teachers, your schoolmates, alright, your friends, your family members. Really, like just being able to understand. I think that is a cool concept to have as you keep going on in life.
Mm-hmm.
It's what do you call this? It's continuously progressing, continuously, always moving forward to understand people better and know them and understand them for the way they are, the way they act, and the way they would I think it would go a long way when you're trying to how should I say this? You're trying to love someone? Yeah, right? Or you're trying to get into a relationship. Yeah, I think that does help a lot. Like, knowing, their basics, their love language, their traits, right?
Yes.
Their characteristics, their little quirks that they have. Those things, right? It's awesome. All right. So, anyways, how's everyone doing in the chat? All right. How is everyone doing in the chat? Let's take the time to say hello.
I also want to take the time
Yeah.
to bring out something very, very
Ooh.
awesome.
Mm. What is this? I'm interested. Oh. This is this the keyboard at play?
This is the keyboard that's gonna be given
Be
away.
given away. Yo. Hey, people in the chat. Hi, Juliana. How are you? I see you in chat.
Let's just play this
Good
in the
evening,
middle.
everyone. Yes. Okay, why a little bit too formal? You could go say, holla at someone in the chat. All right, I want to personally see. All right?
Sure.
Let us endorse the goods. All right. This thing sounds amazing. I'm not sure if you hear it really. I'm not sure if you hear that, but this is heavy. Wow.
It's full aluminum.
Aluminium.
We are not gonna debate this.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. I love it. It's nice, and we're giving this away. All right,
it also includes like the whole keycaps.
all right. The
In the whole
keycaps.
box.
We're giving this to the USB.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. We are giving a USB C. Right. This is C.
Yeah,
Yes.
USB C.
It is a beautiful keyboard, you guys. So do not miss out on this wonderful giveaway that we have. All right. Yeah. Again, Christian, can you explain the little specifics that we have for this again?
So we have a link in our Facebook page. All right, it's at POF Youth, and in there we recently shared the link again.
Yes, we did. We
Instructions,
did.
Which
We
is
actually
to
did.
click the link. It will give you to 3 entries. All right, 3 entries. That's all you have to
3
do.
entries.
Which is to visit the
Uh-huh.
YouTube page, Instagram, and
Yep.
Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Right? Once you visit the page, those will be counted as your entries. All right, and how do you call this? All you have to do is just how do you call this? Post your thoughts on what on the Love Dare series. If you
there
guys
you
watched
go.
it.
Yes,
And we will
sir.
and then we will do a draw lot on
Uh-huh.
next week
Yep.
on the people who have entered the
Mhm.
giveaway. All right?
Mhm.
So good luck to everyone.
There we go. Hey, again, it's always beautiful, right? We have this, right? This is the first. It's not the first giveaway, but the first keyboard giveaway.
Yes, first giveaway.
Yeah,
First
there we
keyboard
go.
giveaway.
It's not the first, right? It's the first keyboard giveaway. But anyways, how's everyone in the chat? Hey, if you may, all right? If you may, we are not streaming on Facebook, so
Yes.
if you may, tell everyone, all your friends, your family members, tell them that we're not streaming on Facebook tonight, but we
Yeah.
are streaming on YouTube solely. So tell them to come over here, and we are not streaming on Facebook tonight, but I guess for the next few nights or the next few episodes, we're gonna have one where Facebook is back for
Yes,
sure.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
Anyways, highway. All right, we are back, and it is a new month, and of course, a new month is always a new topic.
Mhm.
So, we are gonna talk about something new, and I think this is, I don't I don't know why this one was given. I don't know how I got to the decision of choosing this one, but I just believe that it's gonna help a lot of the younger generation, most especially like people our age. People who are
Yeah,
the
people
the
our
young adults. There we go. The young adults are heading to adulthood.
Oof.
Because after graduation, we're on our own and all that stuff, right? So yeah, like that one. Like that being said, yes, we are gonna have that. We are going to have that. We're gonna have that push forward on life, and I want you to remember. I want us to understand like everything that we do now. All right, no matter how young you are. I think I have said this way too much times too. Like, whatever we do now affects how our future will be played out, our discipline in the future, our how we behave in the future, how we see and understand things, our perspective towards love, our perspective towards life, and how we progress as individuals. And I believe that it goes a long way to understand these things at a young age. All right, so the topic that we have, all right, it's gonna be a good one. It's empowering the next generation.
Oh.
So,
that's
our generations actually, I think I have said this a lot too. Like 2001 is the peak, or it's the end of what generation is this? Of Gen X. No,
we're still Gen Z.
we are Gen Z.
Yes. If I'm correct,
Gen Z starts at
1995.
95, right?
Yes.
Yes, 95. But right, everything peaked at 2001.
Yes.
Argue with me or not, I have to say,
Yeah,
right? I have
2001
to
is
say, we're both 2000. We're both 2001. That's why we're saying this.
Yeah, I would say
It
it's
peaked
peak.
at 2001. 2002, people started shifting.
Oh yeah, 2000.
I swear,
I
like,
can say 2000.
I was 1 year old when 2002 happened, and I just felt it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You can't even recite any memories at all.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but like the people of 2002 onwards are they're just different.
Yeah, they're just
They're
different.
built
They're just
different. No, it's true.
No offense.
I think that generation, or the next set of years that move forward are I think they're I believe they're the most fortunate when you think about it. No.
2002s.
Yeah, 2002 onwards.
Oh, I could agree.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only 20-year-old in my class.
It feels weird that I know, right? I know. That's what I was saying.
I feel like a boomer in our class.
Yeah.
Because like here's the thing, in one of our classes, our teacher,
Uh-huh.
he's so.
By the way, Christian's
he's
already
so,
studying.
He's
So,
so conyo.
yo, we give him the bell. We give him
He's
the
so
bell.
conyo.
Okay.
He's so conyo.
Yeah.
He's just like 25 or 26.
Oh.
And and he asked like the students in the class, how old is everyone? They're like, all 17, 18, 19.
Yo.
It makes me feel like I'm old. It
Yeah.
makes me feel old. And it makes me feel like I'm just nearly as the same age as this teacher.
I know. You know what's funny? It's because I think the gap year
Yeah.
and pandemic hitting, I think it just makes our age a
Yeah.
lot older than we're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Because like the next set of people entering like college are so young, and we have decayed in pandemic for so long. They're like, yo, you're how old again? All right, hi Thomas. Thomas said hi. So hi Thomas. I just saw it. All right, hi Thomas. How are you? All right, hope you have a good night, and you listen to this one. All right. No, yeah, but empowering the next generation. I think that it goes along. I think it as a generation, we have like, of course, we would have like people who would affect our childhood, affect our how we would see things in life, right? Growing up. Even the people in the chat, you can answer if you want to. We want to know the answers too, all right? growing up, right? Can you name 3 people who have influenced you when you were a kid, and
3
why?
people
Why?
who have influenced me as
Yeah,
a
who have
kid.
like heavily influenced your childhood. It could be a fictional character, because you could have based your entire
childhood to TV.
Yeah, yes.
That's the thing.
yeah,
that is true.
like people do that. Like my
I-
younger sibling does that. Like his character is based off someone he's watched in TV or on YouTube or something. Yeah, 3 people
It's so
who have
hard.
gravely influenced you. All right, you as a person, not just a part of you, but you in general, like you as a whole. Like, can you
Oh.
give us like 3 people who
I
have
would say-
influenced you, and why? Why would you?
I would say one of the biggest influence is, like, I would say Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, the whole
The whole show.
the whole show. All right, okay, there we go.
Why?
Uh-huh.
Because it's goofy.
Yeah,
Uh,
you relate to the goofiness.
yeah, I relate to the goofiness. At the same time, I grew up with it.
with it. That's true. Yeah,
because
that is true.
The show ran so long with me that I aged with it.
With
as
it
well.
is
That's
it's
the thing.
true. It's actually
And
true.
so as they age as well, they go through actual life
Yeah.
experiences.
Oh, and you feel like you're also progressing as they progress as
Yes,
characters.
You actually
yeah.
experience it as well.
I get that. I
Like,
get that.
You know, they tackle relationships,
Uh-huh.
they tackle depression, they
Yeah,
tackle
yeah.
with love and all that
I
stuff.
get that. That's cool. That's cool.
One of the biggest influence. That's so difficult.
Yeah. No.
That's so
No.
difficult.
I think this is one good question to ask. Like, it's one good question to ask someone you're dating,
That's true.
because it says a lot about them.
Oh yes.
And you would get to know them better, right? Because like they would say, "Oh, this person influenced me," and you get to know who this person is. Let's say Michael Jordan influenced you, right? You get to know who that person is. Who's Michael Jordan? Oh, this is why, right? So yeah, right. So at least like it's something you guys could take notes of. Anyways, alright, come on.
It's so difficult.
I have 2 in mind. I don't know the third.
Oh my gosh. I would say growing up, I would say Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco. You could give just the band.
Yeah, the band.
It's the band. All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, the third one is very difficult. Like finding the ones who it really influenced.
Yeah,
is
that's
so
true.
difficult.
That's
Why you
that
don't,
is
some things
true.
don't even notice it.
Yeah. Actually
Sometimes
true.
it's unconscious.
I only have 2 in my mind, in the
It's-
back of my
it's
head.
unconscious,
Yes,
sometimes
that
you
is
get
true.
influenced unconsciously.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult.
I have 2 only in the back of my head
Oh,
too.
you
All right.
should go
Number
first.
1 is gonna have to be Pastor Roger, of course. He's literally like growing up and seeing him and looking up to him is amazing. It was an amazing thing, right? Like just growing up and like seeing this man like help and I think understanding why he did it and understanding how much he really loved and cared for people. I think that's what gets me till this day.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's a beautiful thought when you think about it. Like this man, sacrificed much for people. Alright. And it's crazy how, and now that I'm of this age and I get to understand things a lot better. Alright. Seeing and understanding everything, it just warms your heart to the maximum. I love that man. Like it's insane how much he's done for our family too, Like it's crazy. And seeing and understanding it just blows my mind. Alright, we're gonna get some treats real quick. Alright.
You got some sponsors.
Hey, yes sir.
Hey, yo.
This is sponsored. No, it's not sponsored. It's not sponsored. We're not
but we were,
sponsored.
But we were given.
Yes.
right?
Yes, we were given. Alright, we were given this one.
IKEA chocolate. Oh, that's really good, by the way.
IKEA
I
chocolate
love their
is
dark
top
chocolate.
tier. It is top tier. Anyways, the second one I have
All right.
Lionel Messi.
Oh,
the
Messi.
football.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Swear, I grew up loving football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat this bar of chocolate.
Oh, now I know
Yeah.
it's my third guy.
Yeah. So growing up, I loved football, and I was just like, yeah, I loved Ronaldo. Ronaldo's amazing, but something about Messi just got me. I remember everything. Like, there was one phase in my life, in my childhood. All right, childhood. We're not talking about teenage yet. Talking about childhood. One phase in my life where I was literally embodying what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
This guy, yeah.
You guys even had like a.
Yeah. I loved every bit of it too. Like, this guy, right, would always do this because it was sunny, and I would understand. It's sunny.
Yeah.
The sun's out. All right, the sun's out. He's gonna take his free kick, right? And he's game faced on, and that one on. I practiced that one. So wait, I'm not kidding. I have practiced that one till kingdom come. Literally, I had the whole look on. And I just had it, like, even to the point where I'm not doing anything. I'm just out. It's just a sunny day,
Yeah.
and I would do that unconsciously. I'm not even like telling myself to do it. I just go like, and it makes me laugh till this day. It makes me laugh till this day. All right, and because the reason why, I asked, all right, that I asked who have become your influences as a kid growing up. Sorry if this one bothers you. Right, eating while talking.
ASMR.
No, because like people find it a little bit like chew what's on your mouth first. I will do that. All right. Okay. Anyways, right. When you think about it, these people, I think even like to teenage years, whether it's someone you're looking up to or sticky food, yes, it is. It is sticky. Right? It's chocolate. I think knowing or like listening to people as you age, as you grow up, I think it affects how you become a person when you grow up, how you would decide, all right? Because there are those questions, right, where you would ask yourself, what would this person do, right? If you looked up to Kobe, what would Kobe do, right? I would just take the ball and take my shot, right? If that was, that's the Kobe mentality right there. What would, if you grew up looking up to Christian, right? When you're in sticky situations, you would get to think, what would Christian do? Or what would my mom do? What would my dad do? Those things, right? Those things, when you're in those places in life, or you're in those situations, you tend to think, what would they do? And it influences you subconsciously, unconsciously. You don't know, but you're trying to think like them. You're trying to act like them. All right, and I think what is the most powerful message? Do you think that for you? I think the biggest one is Adventure Time. No. What do you think is the biggest message you got from Adventure Time that you still like, and why it's impactful for you? Christian's just enjoying the chocolate at this point.
I mean, I wouldn't say Adventure Time is like the biggest. 'Cause I remembered my third now.
Okay, what's the third?
Elementary school principal.
Really? Okay.
So, why he was the biggest influence in my life? The arts, and why I got into architecture.
Oh, interesting.
Because here's the structure of the school. I'm gonna go not very technical,
Mm-hmm.
but the school is comprised of like three buildings,
Mm-hmm.
and one is a cabin, one is a hut, and one is a modern building.
All right.
And each of those have secret passages, secret entries.
Oh,
And,
okay. This is spicy.
And he also became our arts teacher.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
So, he's also an architect, so it's really
Yeah,
perfect.
I
So,
see.
um,
Ooh.
yeah, he how do you call this? So back then as elementary school, he would give us every
Yeah.
details, every hints and tips and tricks, and even like everything he learned from school as well.
From his
He
school.
also he even like taught us how to make our own paper.
Oh, okay.
Let's say if everyone like let's say this background, right? We have this newspaper, and a lot of people don't use newspaper anymore, right?
Mhm.
So what he taught us is how to make actual normal paper out of newspapers. We had to like sieve and everything. Oh my gosh, it was such a good
I
experience.
see. I see. That's
That's
that's,
why
that's cool.
architecture is so good because everything from everything in that like whole premises of that school, it was his all design, everything.
Damn.
So it's really good.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. No, but like that one, you see how it has impacted you until this day.
Yeah.
Like you're in college now, and it's still like you could say that confidently say that this guy has been one of the backbones of me
Yeah.
taking
course,
architecture, right? You know those things, and that's how many years ago you were how old?
I went there when I was 5.
4, 5. Let's say 5.
So that's like 2006.
2006, and you're 20 years old now.
Yeah.
Do you see? That's 15 years ago.
Yeah. 15 years.
15 years ago, and it's just taking its effect right now.
I feel old.
Right? Same thing with decisions. Same thing with everything else. Really, it's not gonna take its place right now. But you don't know that you are impacting the next generation for the next. That was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Who knows? You're affecting the next year's generation. You don't know if you're affecting the next 10 years, 20 years. That generation, that year, right? You won't know, but it does impact people.
Definitely.
All right. It will impact people. What seeds, are you planting as a person? Right? What seeds are you planting? Okay, to people as early as now. Like, what things are you telling people? What do you call this? Yeah, like how do you think you're you're giving, or how do you think you're planting the seeds to people? Because I believe that everyone who listens, not just hears, but listens to you, takes your word, and let it sits on them. Because it's not don't let's not think that our words mean nothing.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right, no matter how old or how young we are. Because most of the time we would think, oh, or I'm too young anyways. Like they wouldn't mind what I would say. All right, a passage in the Bible in Mark 4 verse 31-32, it says, "It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds on earth, yet when planted it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds can perch on its shade." You see that? Like that's when you think about it, like huh? Like how does you may have not noticed, you may have not understood that what small thing that you have said to someone would impact them big time.
Yeah.
All right, that impact them big time. Who is Morgie messaging? Someone commented, "Who is Morgie messaging?" No, I wasn't messaging. I was turning off my. I was turning on rather my. What do you call this? Do not disturb, because I'm receiving so much messages in the span of how many minutes I've been talking here. All right, and I don't want to see them. All right, I don't want to see them. Anyways, okay. Anyways, yeah, how your decisions, pan out today would affect, the next generations to come. All right, it's funny how people would think that, again, there's no like residual effect to things that you're doing,
Mhm.
but it's like a wave where where you or it's a splash of anything on still water. Still water, there's nothing. It's calm. It's not moving. And once you even pour a droplet, it has a ripple effect, right?
Mhm.
It's the same thing with the decisions. It's the same thing with the things we get to sow on people's lives. Like the younger generation, what do they need to hear? All right, what do they
That's
need
true.
to hear? Right? It's not. Most of the time, it's yes, what they want to hear. Yes, that could be. But most of the time, it's what do they need to hear?
Yeah.
At their young age, all right, there's certain things that you have to tell kids, all right. Not even kids, like teenagers. There's at certain age they have to know these things. They have to know about dating. They have to know about loving someone. They have to know how to spend their money wisely. Those things, all right. Those things at their young age, they need those, all right. Because who else will teach them those, all right?
Nobody.
Who else would guiding them into making the right decisions in life, all right, making the decisions they won't be regretting, those things, right? Those things, I think it matters. I think it plays a very big factor, all right, that would affect so much people. Here's a good question, all right. Is it easier for you to be empowered by someone older than you, or empowered by someone who's younger than you? The question for the chat as well. Is it easier for you to be empowered by someone older than you, or to empower someone younger than you?
Oh, easier.
Yeah, it's easier. What's easier? Is it easier for you to be empowered by someone older, for someone that's younger?
I would say older.
Older, why?
Experience.
Experience. But what could you say about experience? It's not always about the
I mean,
experience.
it's not always experience.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Of course. But usually because the older ones, not typically like
Yeah,
or
for
like,
sure.
usually they're the ones they're the ones who experience. They're the one
Yeah.
who are of knowledge as well.
Of knowledge.
Because they have more access to this
Yeah,
and more
that's
of that
true.
one. I mean, and then you could, and not only that, because why they could also be as experienced as the
That's
ones.
true. That is very true. People are saying in the chat, either way. Either
Yeah,
way.
either way.
Yeah,
it
either
could
way,
work.
that
It
is
could
true.
work as well.
For Sisley Paul in the chat, as a musician, either way. That's true. That is true because, of course, there's always the genius of the older,
Yeah,
there's always the genius of the people who's older, but there's also, oh no, there's always the wisdom from the older,
Yes,
the
and
older
then
people, and
there's
there's
the
always the
prodigies.
genius from the younger
Yeah,
one.
the
That's
prodigies
true,
and the younger
right?
ones.
Those things, I think, those things take a big effect on how the younger people would get to live out their lives as well. Even you yourself, like having hearing things from people who are older, hearing things from people who are younger. I think a good practice to have, all right, is selective hearing.
Oh yes.
Selective hearing is where you listen to everything, but you don't digest everything.
Yeah.
You choose what you digest. You choose what's good. All right. You don't have to choose you don't have to digest the bad. All right. And I think for most people are struggle to do that. Struggle to to just to you listen to it. It's not just hear it. You did listen to it, because hearing is just there. Hearing is
It
that
just goes
way.
out.
Yeah. Listening, right?
It stays.
Yes, you edit it. But digesting, right? That's what So listening to it, you can listen to the bad things and know, right? Know that these are bad. So okay, at least now you're aware that these things are, and then let it go, right? Then the rest, the good things, digest them, right? Digest them. Either way, people say either way. My students inspire me. Yeah, the younger kids do have, a beautiful wisdom to say sometimes,
Yeah,
and
they
you wouldn't
do.
expect it to from kids,
Mm.
because like, you're, you're how old are
You're-
you? You're
you're
12
five.
years old. Where did that come from?
How'd you get that, huh?
Right? Where did that come from?
Where'd you get
Like,
that, huh?
where did you get that? Please tell us the source.
Come here. Come here. You,
Did some
you listen to
did,
something.
did God happen to spill wisdom when when he was making you? Right? Where did that come from? But yeah, like those things, those little sparks from kids, right? Or from people who are younger, right? I think it does, it does help, right? Say it, Morgan. Say your one. Say it. I am older. I am older. The kids, right? The kids. Okay, the kids. Yeah, we are. The next generation is a lot younger. That is true. Right? But those things, right? What are some benefits of having a relationship with people who are older than you and understand, like even like, getting wisdom from people who are younger and people from or from people who are older. I think they flow both ways.
Mm.
Like there's so much benefits you can get from people who are younger. Because people who are younger, all right,
They're in the trends.
yeah, they kind of can merge the new age with the greatness and the of thinking, right, at the best way possible.
Yeah.
And you have the older age or the older people who has the wisdom, of their age, right?
Yeah.
Who has the wisdom of their age, and though they can't incorporate it as well as the younger generation would,
Mhm.
to the new age of living. All right, these guys remind us that they remind us that this is how things were. All
Yeah,
right,
things
they are carpets, or they are backbones to society, and I think that is
True.
one thing that people should not be. Because people tend to disregard opinions of older people because since they're older and
Yeah.
it doesn't play a factor on the new generation,
yeah,
but it does.
They're like,
right?
oh no, the modern
Yeah,
times.
we're on the modern times. We don't need to think that, but it does, right?
Yeah, it does.
How they think, how the older generation, like look towards life or their perspective towards life, it does affect us, all right? Most especially us who are living in that generation they tried to build, right?
Yeah.
Because we are technically their next generation,
Yes,
right?
that's true. That's true.
And our next generation are still, it's still years to come, or could have come already. All right? And those people, the older people, we are their next generation. All right? We are their next generation. And thinking about it, right, we can choose, as I said, selective hearing. We can choose to get the beautiful words, the beautiful things, and the beautiful concepts, ideas that they have, imparted to us, right? And we can choose not to digest everything, but listen to all, digest, what needs to be digested, all right? Older people are wiser, that's true, though, right? Because because of what they have been through and learned. That's true. There's always this beautiful saying I'm not sure if it's just business, but I've heard this in business, is a smart person learns from his mistakes, right? And a wise person learns from others' mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think the understanding that the older generation are basically our mirrors. All right, we just have to
Yeah.
look at them and look what they have done and what is wrong with what they have done. Get them and pass them on. Right? Get them, form something better, and then pass them on. Right? I think that is how it is. It is to come with with the next years of kids, with the next years of people. We get
Yeah.
them. We mold. All right. We get what we see from the older people. All right, incorporate the new ideas of the younger generation, mold them into something new, and then pass them on to the next. All right, and I think that's something that would keep on going and keep on going till till the kingdom come, right? Till kingdom come. All right, share. If you're in chat, and you're willing to type it, tell us a good story. All right. Can you tell us, or well, both of us, can you tell us a time where you felt empowered by someone older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, can you share us with that? How was it? No. It's like
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you break it down, like, but like feeling wise,
Yeah.
or like because how I'll tell mine first.
Okay, you go first.
When I spoke to someone who's older than me, and yeah, for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I have just not been able to speak with a lot older people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because like I don't find people that old. So if
Okay.
you're in your if you're 60 years old and below, I still consider you quite young. Right, that's
Yeah,
me.
You can say
That's
that.
me.
You can say
That's
that.
the reason why, like, even though they're my dad's age, my dad's 45, turning 45, right? I could say that he's still young, right?
Mhm.
I don't find him old yet.
Yeah.
Okay, and when I got the chance to speak someone who's old, I believe this person was at his 70s.
Yeah.
I forgot what he said, but it's about decision making in life.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I think what's crazy about the entire thing, right? He was a random stranger too. I don't know how he spoke. I think we were both, if I can remember right, we were both on queue for something, on a line for something. I'm just
Okay.
not sure where, but I'm pretty sure it's food. All right, I'm pretty sure it was for food or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me something, and we got to speak. I think what's funny about everything was it felt so surreal. Like, I know that's not how you're supposed to feel when you're talking to someone,
Yeah.
because it's just a normal
Yeah, it's just a
conversation,
normal
right?
conversation.
It's just a normal, hey, this is how you should do things in life, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, cool, right? But it felt so surreal getting something from someone who's older.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, it felt so wholesome, it felt so surreal. Like, it was just a pure moment, and I loved every bit of it too. Like, I think that like getting something, most especially when it's something so beautiful, like when they impart a wisdom so beautiful,
Oh,
you
yes.
cannot let it go. Those
Yeah,
things, when
those
you're
is-
imparted with those things, it just shocks you.
Those are actually core memories.
Yeah,
It builds core memories.
Yeah, like it just shocks you to your core. Like, yo, did you just tell me that? Like,
Yo.
you did not just, most because you could get it from your parents, right?
Yeah, you can
your
get it.
grandparents.
Get online.
Yeah, get it online. I think you would be okay, right? I
Yeah.
think you would be okay. But having it from a random person, all right,
Yeah,
at
you-
a random moment,
don't even
you
know.
didn't expect
Yeah.
it, and they say that, you're just like, wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Right?
moments like those were like what you call like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Perfect timing, though they are the most random of things.
True,
Right?
true, true,
Random
true,
person,
true.
random location, random random time. Alright? But it just builds up to something
That's
beautiful.
so true.
Right? Having those things, right? When something, yeah, I remember like I just can't forget what his specific words, but it was like about choosing the right decisions in your life. Like like he told me about pursuing right what I would want to do, and not just what anyone would do. He said, love what I'm doing. And I was like, why are you telling me this? Like, it was very I swear, like, it was so random, right? Yeah, right? It's so much different when it comes from someone else. That's
Definitely.
true. Someone you're not familiar with.
Yeah, like a total stranger.
Right? A total stranger telling you that, it's just like God's way of telling you, like, hey,
Wake up.
yeah, wake up, right? That's literally, I literally sent that person, right? So you listen, right? It was so random too. So like those things. I think when you get empowered like that, right, it just feels very different. And I think,
Yeah.
I believe, all right, I genuinely believe that the next generation would feel that way when you impart them something as well. So, as young as we are, all right, as young as we are, because we're both young. We are both young.
Are we?
We are. We're not yet at the age where we can say that I'm old.
I can say 10 years ago makes me
That's
feel
true.
old.
Actually, getting to say 15 years ago is crazy.
Yeah, it makes me feel
The
really,
fact
really
that we can
old.
say 15 years ago is crazy.
Yeah.
It is insane, I swear. Right? But if you are older, if you are younger, right, than us, because we're yeah, think how you would be imparting or empowering the next generation, or the next people, the next kids, the next how do you think your life would empower them? Like, what are you doing, right? Whether it's conscious or an unconscious action. Right? What are you doing to people? What are you imparting to people? And whatever you're doing to, whether you're studying, you're working, all right, you meet someone, all right, what are you doing, all right, to impart something to them? Right? Are you imparting something good? Are you imparting something, something that will help them grow as an individual? Are you telling them, those things? Because I think that understanding that that plays a factor to how they're gonna, live their lives.
How they're gonna be.
Yeah. Don't just think that that's the reason why they say words are very powerful. It's because words can sink in.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, words can sink in, right, to people. They can meditate on them. They can chew on words. All right, they can meditate on words, and it would affect how they would live life. So whatever you're saying, right, if you're giving a bad advice to someone, that's gonna sink on them. Whether they choose it to hear it selectively or not, it's gonna burn on them, right? It's gonna keep going, all right? Because not everyone, all right, not everyone is blessed to be able to separate, what do you call this, the good thoughts and bad thoughts in a very in a very mannered way. Like, some people find it hard to do that. As long as they hear it, they're gonna have to chew on them. They're gonna let it eat them up, right? But some people get to oh, I'm not gonna meditate on that. Some people are struggling to once something is set up on them, bam, it's just gonna continue to consume them.
It's gonna be them.
Yeah, it's gonna consume them for as long as as time goes.
Yeah.
Right. So right, when you think about it now, right, what am I doing? What am I consciously doing that helps? That would help, right, the next generation, right, to become better people, right? Think about it this way, not just as believers, but as individuals, as human beings. What am I doing that would make the next set of people be empowered? All right. What am I saying? What am I doing? All right. Would this one harm them? Would this one, bless them? All right. It's a question to ask ourselves.
Yeah.
All right. At this point, all right. We may be still young, but understanding this, that at our young age, we do play a ripple effect on other people.
Yeah.
All right, we do play a ripple effect on other people, whether it's your friend or you're just a friend of a friend, and you said something that day when you got to meet. It's gonna ripple. It's gonna have its
true.
ripple effect, right? And you don't know it, right? Right? That's very random to having someone go up to you. Hey, I thank you for what you told me a few years ago. Like, what did I tell you? Like those things. Like, yo, what did I tell you?
Yes, you didn't even talk.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, they just happen to overhear it.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and that thing changed me. Like, having to hear that, it's life changing. Right. It's jaw dropping. It's crazy to you can't even imagine. Can't get to express how that would feel. Like, yo, right. They don't. It wasn't even that. Whatever you said isn't even meant for them.
Yeah.
But they take it in and they digest it. Alright, so yeah. Alright. That's gonna be part 1 of empowering the next generation. Alright. This ends our topic for tonight. We're gonna continue this on the next few weeks to come. Alright. But yes, alright, empowering the next generation is the topic. And let's make it a constant a constant conscious choice every day, right? What we are doing, what we are not doing, all right, would play factors on people, would play would change the way people see things. I think that a lot of us who are, I believe we're people who are watching this are kind of our age too,
Yeah.
right? Understand that the next generation looks up to you guys, right?
It's true.
Even the older generation looks up to you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can
Alright.
actually you can never can
Yeah,
tell
you
who-
can
who
never
looks-
tell.
who looks up to
Yes,
you.
sir. So yeah, that would be it for our, for our topic of empowering the next generation. We thank you guys for tuning in, for coming,
Yes,
really,
for
coming,
watching.
for watching, for sharing. All right. I do believe that this would, reach someone and would change their life.
Yeah.
All right, for the good, for the better, of course. So yes, I think that would be it. All right, this is Shift Happens. Okay, where Shift Happens. So yes, again, we're still doing the giveaway.
Don't
We are
forget.
still up on this thing. So go check that out.
Yeah, go check the link in our Facebook page, do the instructions, and we hope to get a winner next week.
Yes, and I'm gonna enjoy my chocolate.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if we can do like an ASMR.
Yeah, but yes, okay. That would be it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, we'll see you guys on the next week. It's gonna be a good one, right? Yeah, it's this one that's gonna be given away. It's spicy, right? So yes, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys on the next photo. Okay. Yeah, that would be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's gonna be a good one.